Here you go. So the campus center has all kinds of events, coffee houses, music they'll do here. A lot of the art events or science events when they welcome dignitaries, they come here to the campus center. Go right here through the parking lot. So fortunately there's not a lot of people today and it's raining, so that's keeping the traffic down. Now you can tell, as I said, this is actually a fairly new college in New York State because it was only built about 50 years ago. So unlike the Ivy League schools, you don't have a lot of the older buildings. And back there, now you can see it, you see the gym center, the athletic center. They do have athletics here. They have soccer, they have football, cross country, they do have tennis. It's not known though for athletics. It's more of a simple college that really focuses on science. But they always, the SUNY schools always try to provide, outlets for students to have some fun. I'm going to pull into this other parking lot. Here slowly. And again, you see the much more modern feel of the buildings. So you don't have to worry about the older buildings. I know we see a lot of the Ivy League schools, some of the older private schools, buildings are a little bit more run down. This is actually the undergraduate or the lower classmates' residential halls. So if you came here as a freshman, this is where you would be staying. This is the residence hall for freshmen up to sophomore. Now earlier we saw the other senior classmen townhouses. Just trying to get here a little bit close so you can see this. And this is the Utica building. I'm going to go over to one of the athletic fields while we're here. Now these athletic fields are also part of just letting the students have some fun. Just over here we're going to go by the soccer field. This building, that's the residence, that's where the students live. That's the young students. We saw first the buildings for the older students. That's for the younger students. And just, again, this is the tennis fields, and over here you can see the soccer fields. They do have athletics here, they do hiking and some fun. Not big though for sports. This is not that kind of a college. This college is much more about science. And here's a nature trail, just to take a picture of that. There you go. And there's a lot of hiking here. And that's one of the things they encourage the students to do, because there's a lot of the science courses can get stressful, a lot of math courses, so they try to encourage students to get out and walk, enjoy the air. I'm going to take you back on the main road, and we'll leave the residential area. Back to the residential area here. Here's the front of that Utica residence hall. Nice and slow. There we go. Just I want you to see this. So even this, if you came here as a freshman, these freshman dorms are gorgeous. They really are beautiful. Now we saw from the other way the gym. I'm going to take you this way to take a look at the gym. They do have a full exercise area. They have a Nautilus system. And as far as I know, it's open 24 hours. I'm going to go in here. Slow. You can see you'll see their baseball fields. I'm just going to take you into what's called the field house. And the field house is where they play basketball in the winter. And again, you can have different sports. There's the field house, and it's right there. They're the Wildcats. There's their football field. There's their soccer field. I'm sorry, soccer and baseball. You can see it's beautifully maintained. Now, we still haven't even gotten to the academic buildings, which is what they're really famous for. But what you really do have here is a great chance for students to relax. So when they're not in the classroom, you can get out and walk or play sports. Plenty of parking, so if you're a person who brings a car, plenty of student parking here. I'm going to try to take you up to the Hilltop residence. Hold on. Another series of buildings for senior classmen. It's called the Hilltop Residence Hall. So again, not your typical housing that you would see on a lot of campuses. Like great big tall buildings. These are much more comfortable. I'm just going to go around the circle so you can see the whole building. Nice and slow. Look at this residence hall. And you can see down the hallway to what's called the Commons, the Central Commons. There's an inside area down there. You can see there's a barbecue area, places to play, just they can throw a frisbee around. Plenty of parking again. You see a lot of the security buildings. We just got stopped by security a minute ago, so you know security's doing its job. I'm going to take you around, show you another residence hall. Now this campus is just a little bit away from Utica. It's not in a situation where you could walk to Utica, so they leave a lot here on the campus because you're not so close to the city. If you do have a car, obviously you're not that far from the city, but you wouldn't normally get that far away. And here's another one of the residence halls. This is called the Hilltop Residence. This is for, freshmen. Take you back on the main road. Carefully. Now again, the emphasis on this college, as we get into the academic part of the college, is this is a science, Polytech, many sciences is what Polytech means. This primarily served as a specialized engineering school, specializing in electronics, physics, and robotics. Just going around the baseball field. That's what people come here for. They move into biology, doing cutting-edge work with DNA, tracking different types of diseases, things like that. When you come here, you're determined to be a scientist. That is what this is about. Now, to the right is the Donovan Hall. The Donovan Hall is one of the main academic buildings. Then you have the Student Center here, which actually does a lot of the technology courses. Pull in there so you get a full view of it all. Right around some of the academic buildings. Now you can see way up. You can actually see the other halls that they do for, that's the engineering building. To your right, these are the academic and admissions buildings. So if anybody was applying to school, they would come here to Peninsula Hall. Nice little map there. And here's the library. Now look at this Danforth building. This is engineering and science. It's where they're studying the robotics now. Ion Library. Look how just absolutely beautiful these new buildings are. Though we always love seeing the Ivy League buildings, you forget just how beautiful some of the new architecture is on these campuses. Go Wildcats. The other way. looking for science, biology, robotics, electronics, this is the place to go. And this is the latest of their buildings. You see the emblem on it. This is their silicone powered. This is actually where they're studying making chips, making new electronics. The future of quantum computing is being done. This is the main center here. You see the flags flying. And there's the symbol on the building that says the State University of New York Polytechnic Institute. And if you are working in computers, computer science, or quantum computing, you're going to do a lot of this right in this building. I'm going to try to take you into the parking lot so you can just see a little bit further. Fortunately, it's a little bit of a quiet day, so we can get a little closer. There's their sign, post building. I'm going to take you here just around the edge. Flying their flag. There we go. How about that for a science building? Is that absolutely beautiful? As modern as it can be. People come from all over the world to study the new cutting-edge science that they're working on inside this building. Then we just got some of the facilities buildings here.